Syria's President Bashar al-Assad says that Western and Arab states will pay the price for supporting what he calls terrorism. He's being sworn in for a third 7-year term in office at the presidential palace in Damascus. The opposition condemned last month's vote, which took place more than 3 years into a raging civil war, as a charade. Tens of thousands of people in rebel-held areas were unable to vote.
The election for many Syrians was a bullet directed to the chest of the terrorists. Millions were fired and many of them landed in the ballot boxes. The media and hypocrisy cannot stand to true patriotic elections. Their words and statements do not stand for a united people who are free and dignified. All those who are colluding with terrorists have no value. They can threaten us, but they can't scare us and won't succeed.
Al Jazeera's Rula Amin is live for us from Beirut in neighbouring Lebanon. Rula, to whom was he addressing his comments?
Well, first he was addressing his support base, those who fought alongside him and for him and who dared to vote for him. And his message was very clear. We did it, he told them. He wanted to tell them that they chose the right side, that by choosing his side, they won. And he was addressing his foes, especially his regional foes. He was very dismissive of the Syrian opposition. He treated them and called them terrorists and stooges for their masters, the foreign powers who were trying to meddle with Syrian affairs. And he told them that he had beaten them, that he had won, despite all the money, despite all the weapons that was sent. And he questioned the sincerity of all those who supported his opposition groups. He told them, how come you're not supporting the people of Gaza the same way you supported the Syrian opposition? So obviously, he feels very victorious. He wants to project confidence. He promised that reconstruction will start soon, maybe by the end of this year. And you could tell from the way this stage was prepared for this ceremony, a lot of grand shots. He walked alone for a long time with this music, majestic music going on. They wanted to show that he is there and he's staying, he's confident, and his confidence has been boosted by the last 3 years because despite all the effort to bring him down, he's still there.
What was the main message, though, that he wanted to send, Rula?
That he won. This is what he wanted to say. And he thanked his allies and his friends. He named them. He said the Russian, the Chinese, and the Iranians, and those Lebanese resistance who stood by him and were loyal to him. Obviously, he was very grateful for their support because without that support, he could not have done this. But he also wanted to show that he is willing and ready for a new stage. Now, if you talk to the opposition, they will not believe his words. But he did say that many people had fell victims in this conflict, that they did not, they were kind of manipulated, and he's going to take care of everybody. He promised he will try to bring back the Syrian refugees back to the country, that he will try to work on reconciliation. But obviously, he's not bending, he's not giving up, and he said he will continue to fight what he called the terrorists.
Rula, many thanks. Rula Amin, live there in Beirut.